In 11 Alpha, you deploy on the high ground, the blue oval. It's very important that we gain that territory. You may need to go east and then northwest to get to it, due to the fact that it's probably going to be a lot of forces in Tazgrad. Once you gain and occupy that hill, that'll command the ground that we're going to need later on in the mission. XO and 11 Alpha, you're also tasked with the defense of the U.S. base. If it looks like we're getting an attack coming down, you're going to be the first to see it. You were to fall back to the U.S. base and defend it, and then, of course, the rest of the forces, depending on where they are, we may have to do that. It'll be the high priority. The mission will be an abort if the U.S. base gets attacked. 7 Alpha or 8 Alpha, you gentlemen are going to be heading along blue line to the far east of the map. Terrain is pretty movable. You can use the roads if you'd like to get the main highway, but ultimately up in Sevo, I want you to attack from the east to the west, from that commanding high ground. Overlook the town, defeat the forces necessary that are there, occupy the town. Once the trucks are part of our forces here, extract them the same direction that you came in, skirting the map, using the backside of that hill. Just escort them with maybe one PC. That should be fine. The remaining forces up there in 7 Alpha and 8 Alpha, eventually we will make a deployment for the second point if it looks like we're going to be able to, which is Novosad. By that time, all 3 bridges will have been occupied by the enemy and fast camp, so we're not going to be able to use those. If you look above Novosad to the north, in the center of that blue circle, view it. Make note of the terrain. Make reference points if you need to. But the river is fordable at that point, from what I can tell. Dangerous maneuver to do. As we know, it's difficult to get across something like that, but that's going to be our option. We don't have enough forces here to attack both of them at the same time, so that's how we're going to handle it. 7 and 8 Alpha, when you make your deployment towards that bridging area, then you'll attack the objective 41 from the north heading south. XO and 11 Alpha, if it looks good, like we're not going to be attacked U.S. base, you'll join forces with 7 Alpha and 8 Alpha at that time when they're ready to cross. That's the plan. As we know, once we get started here, this is going to be a change by the minute. That's why there are no phase lines on here, but this is the intended attack routes.
Eight Alpha, copy that.
Alright, 7 and 8 Alpha, I need you guys to organize your force. You do what you need to do to bypass Tazgrana and get up north, and then you may have to defeat those forces on the way back south. But as far as I'm concerned, you have your mission at hand. You should be able to complete that without too much effort. XO and 11 Alpha, you guys are going to be the ones who are going to have the trouble up on that hill. You have limited forces. The only thing I can support you with is one of my own M1 tank, if necessary. So it's going to be extremely important, if you do get engaged, to not go toe-to-toe with them. The idea is to occupy that terrain so that they cannot reinforce the enemy to the north in Area 42. That's your job. Ultimately, I believe that we're only going to be able to rescue the forces up in Area 42 to the north. It'll be a miracle that if we even attack 41, but that's the plan right now because of the forces we have. And again, high priority U.S. base. If the order comes down and it's being attacked, we're falling back. And, we'll do that as quick as we can. Understood.